to the house of Yahweh. They brought 7 bulls, 7 rams, 7 lambs, and 7 male goats as a sin offering for the kingdom, for the sanctuary, and for Judah. He commanded the priests, the descendants of Aaron, to offer them on the altar of Yahweh. So they killed the bulls, and the priests received the blood and sprinkled it on the altar. Then they killed the rams and sprinkled their blood on the altar. And they also killed the lambs and sprinkled their blood on the altar. They brought the male goats for the sin offering before the king in the assembly. They laid their hands on them, the priest killed them, and they made a sin offering with their blood on the altar to make atonement for all Israel. For the king had commanded that a burnt offering and a sin offering should be made for all Israel.
Hezekiah placed the Levites in the house of Yahweh with cymbals, lutes, and harps, arranging them by the command of David, Gad, the king's seer, and Nathan the prophet. For the command was from Yahweh by means of his prophets. The Levites stood with the instruments of David, and the priests stood with the trumpets. Hezekiah commanded them to offer the burnt offering on the altar. When the burnt offering began, the song of Yahweh began also, with the trumpets together with the instruments of David, king of Israel.
All the assembly worshipped, the singers sang, and the trumpeters played. All this continued until the burnt offering was finished. When they had finished the offerings, the king and all who were present with him bowed and worshiped. Moreover, Hezekiah the king and the leaders commanded the Levites to sing praises to Yahweh with the words of David and of Asaph the seer. They sang praises with gladness, and they bowed down and worshipped. Then Hezekiah said, "Now you have consecrated yourselves to Yahweh. Come here and bring sacrifices and thank offerings into the house of Yahweh." The assembly brought sacrifices and thank offerings, and all who had a willing heart brought burnt offerings. The number of the burnt offerings that the assembly brought was 70 bulls, 100 rams, and 200 male lambs. All these were for a burnt offering to Yahweh. The consecrated offerings were 600 oxen and 3,000 sheep, but the priests were too few to skin all the burnt offerings. So their brothers the Levites helped them until the work was done, and until the priests could consecrate themselves. For the Levites had been more careful to consecrate themselves than the priests. In addition, there were very many burnt offerings. They were performed with the fat of the fellowship offerings, and there were drink offerings for every burnt offering. So the service of the house of Yahweh was set in order. Hezekiah rejoiced, and all the people also, because of what God had prepared for the people, for the work had been done quickly.